Oh, dude, I need one of those stickers. I need one of those Duncan Trussell Family Hour stickers for my computer.
I will get one for you, man.
I love that. So, that is so fucking Illuminati, bro. You're not even hiding it anymore.
Oh, dude, that's not a DTFH. That is Alex and Allison Gray, my mother and that's my spiritual mother and father symbol, man.
I love that.
That's Cosm. I love them too, man. They are because I often think about them, man. Like, I think about them probably more than they would feel comfortable about how much I think about those guys, because they are, like, so inspirational, and their ideas about art are so beautiful because they are all-inclusive, man. You know, like, some people are so elitist when it comes to art or painting, and they tell you, no, this is, like, only something people with talent can do. But Alex and Allison, they look at it as, like, a kind of religion almost, like a form of self-expression, connecting with the divine, the transcendent.
I mean, it's a beautiful way to look at it. And thinking of it as a religion, like, there's a lot of negative baggage that's associated with that.
With the word.
Yeah, and even the word God. Alex loves to use the word God. He uses it all the time. He's like, we need to take it back. We need to take that word back. It doesn't have to mean some rigid ideological principles that were supposedly written down on animal skins thousands of years ago, and we must enforce them to the letter of the law today.
Right.
He's like, God doesn't have to be that. He goes, God can be love. God can be unconditional love between human beings when it breaks the boundaries of your insecurities and of your stress or your situation or whatever the fuck it is that's holding you back from fully expressing yourself. Like, what is that feeling? Like, when you have someone that you really care about in your life and you're both on ecstasy.
Yes.
Come on, that has got to be, if that's not in love, that's got to be like in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not rather God, that's got to be in the neighborhood.
Right.
I mean, how much more holy can something get than like the ultimate joyful experience with no repercussions? Like, that's what we're all looking for, right? We're all looking for these ultimate joyful moments that almost never fully materialize.
That's right. Well, yeah, and I think the word God is a term of convenience. I think it's just easier to say it than it is to say all the other things that you mean. Like, oh, I'm talking about a higher version of myself. I'm talking about some aspect of me that I aspire to be. I'm talking about the potentiality of all things. It's easier just to say God. It just is a quick way to describe everything.
Hearing you say it like that, I want to start using it. I want to start saying God all the time.
Well,
Praise God. Thanks to God for us being here.
Yes.
Look, man, it ain't a bad way to think. That's for damn sure. It's not a bad way to think.
Well, it's like, take the term infinity, right? Imagine if you actually tried to say what infinity means. Like, what are you going to say? Every type of chicken and rooster and planet? And you say infinity because it represents the sum total of all things.
You mind-fucked me into oblivion the other day when you're talking about taking the God and taking the Bible, taking out the word God and putting in the words the programmer.
Oh, yeah, let me read it to you real quick. I got it right here, as a matter of fact. I'm ready to bring it up.
Dude, you scared the shit out of me the other day. Whose idea was this to do this?
I think that I want to say it's my idea, but I feel like I may have seen it somewhere else in a sci-fi book or something.
Right.
So
whoever's idea it is, it's awesome. It's so weird when you do that.
Well, that's...
just take away a name and change a name, and then the story becomes insane.
Well, yeah, it's because religion was using at the time terminology that was the highest technology they had. Kings and lords and angels, those were just high-tech words for them. So if we replace those words with our version of high-tech, then suddenly it starts making a little bit more sense. So this is the book of
high-tech?
Well, yeah, I think we look at kings as archaic. But
right.
If you're talking about people like, now I think Terence McKenna would say the idea of a king is a terrible patriarchal male dominator culture exit from Eden. But another way to look at it might be, here's an organizing principle to transform society into something that's organized and is a temporary bridge. We needed kings to get to where we are now. Now, let me just read this really quickly. So this is like I did just a find and replace in the book of John, which is my favorite gospel in the Bible. It's the most psychedelic one. Just trying to see what happens if I plug in simulation theory into the Bible to see how it sounds. I'll just read it to you. In the beginning was the code, and the code was with the programmer, and the code was the programmer. He was with the programmer in the beginning. Through him all things were programmed. Without him, nothing was programmed that has been programmed. In him was life, and that life was the upgrade of all mankind. The upgrade shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not downloaded it. The true upgrade that upgrades everyone was coming into the simulation. He was in the simulation, and though the simulation was programmed through him, the simulation did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of the programmer. It's so funny because you're looking at, like, basically the idea is when you do the translation, if this is a simulation, then the programmer recognized that the AI inside the simulation had reached a level of sentience that it was actually experiencing suffering. The programmer, feeling this incredible rush of empathy and compassion, went into the simulation as an avatar to try to create an upgrade using his own body as the means to do it. He had his he allowed his own simulation to destroy him as a sign of love for the thing which he had programmed.
Jesus Christ.
That's what they called him. Yeah, but that's the idea. But that was the idea. It's like It's like like Grand Theft Auto 19 that comes out in like 2043. It's like you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you realize, my God, man, when I run over these fucking people in the street for fun, they're really suffering. The AI is too advanced. So I'm actually going to go into the Grand Theft Auto and I'm going to attempt to show them that I love them and that it's better for them not to kill each other anymore. And the way I'm going to do it is by letting them kill me, and I'm going to experience that death for real as an indication that I'm one of them. That's the, like...
Sounds like a good plot for a video game.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, it would. That is a great idea.
It's a great plot for a video game.
I've always thought somebody needs to make the Jesus story into the most hilarious video game.
Not hilarious, bro. Serious. Come on, bro.
No way. Being able to wander around some fucking simulation and heal sick people and walk on water.
And you look over your arms, you're carrying a cross. How many people would sign up? Everyone?
Everyone. Everyone.
Mel Gibson should get on that. He made a bundle off the Passion of the Christ.
So funny.
If he had the Passion of the Christ VR and you could get your ass kicked as Jesus.
Dude, I've been telling people to make a crucifixion simulator since the DK1.
Mel on it.
No one pays attention. No one does it. They don't realize how incredible it would be to allow yourself to be crucified